How we doing, everybody? Matt here with OddsJam, here to give you some MLB bets to hammer for Sunday, April 9th. What we're going to be doing is looking at the OddsJam positive EV page as well as some other tools, finding the best possible value bets to lock in and hammer some MLB bets. Before I get into it, I would appreciate those of you watching if you could like the video, comment, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Helps me out a ton. And then, of course, if you could hit me up at my Twitter handle, Jedi Modai, would help me out a ton as well. But we can get right into these picks. So the first play that I'm going to lock in here is in the Cardinals Brewers game, and I'm taking the total to go over 8.5 minus 110 odds at FanDuel. So what we're looking at here is a main line total runs play minus 110 at FanDuel. The most important thing to understand here is everything is derived from these odds that you see here, these no vig odds that you see right here. So the way it works is OddsJam pulls lines from the sharpest sportsbooks in the world and then removes the vig using a weighted average to spit out the odds that you see here, which can be viewed as the perfect line of what a market should be priced at. So in this case, OddsJam perfect line pricing it at minus 113. FanDuel is offering it at minus 110. The gap between those two numbers, that is where your profitability comes into play. Now that doesn't mean that I blindly hammer every single play on the positive EV page. What I like to do is click into the play and then see where other sportsbooks are pricing it, basically trying to answer the question of, are we truly betting on something that is an outlier compared to the majority of sportsbooks or not? And in this case, the answer is yes, right? We see FanDuel at minus 110. The closest books have it at minus 120, 10 cents higher. Now for a main line like this that has such tight markets, that 10-cent gap is a pretty big deal, which is why I like this play. So the play number one, we're looking at Cardinals Brewers, total runs over 8.5. Looking at the pitching matchup here on the Cardinals side, we have Jake Woodworth on the mound. Got shelled in his first start, and the Brewers have just been hitting like crazy this year, so I'm expecting the Brewers to be able to keep it up. On the other side of the ball, the Milwaukee Brewers pitcher is Freddie Peralta. Pretty good pitcher, didn't give up a run in his first start, but the Cardinals bats started the season slow. I still have faith that they are a good hitting team. You know, with Arenado and Goldschmidt, they have a bunch of good hitters on the team. I think they're just taking a little bit of time to get it together. So I do really like this play here for a lot of reasons. Cardinals Brewers, total runs over 8.5, minus 110 odds at FanDuel. Next up, the play that we are locking in is the Blue Jays money line against the Angels. This is at plus 112 odds at FanDuel. So again, OddsJam perfect line pricing this at about essentially plus 109.5. So the gap between these two numbers, again, is where your profitability comes into play. And we're getting a really good price here. FanDuel is offering it at plus 112. Majority of sportsbooks have it pretty much for plus 100, or we see some at plus 105, especially some sharp sportsbooks, plus 104, very, very tight juice, plus 100, plus 105. Really good price that we're getting here on the Blue Jays money line. Now the Angels, I like to call them cursed because they've had incredible talent for years, haven't been able to do anything with it. Mike Trout has like no playoff success or really any type of success to show for it. The Blue Jays have a pretty good team on the mound. They have Yusui Kikuchi. Hopefully I am pronouncing that person's name correct. Really, really good pitcher. Had a good outing in his first start this year. Has a nice ERA. On the other side of the ball for the Angels, it is Reed Detmer. Now, Detmer is a young pitcher, so you never quite know. He doesn't have great stuff. 2 years ago, got roughed up, did not perform well in the MLB. Last year was a little bit better. This year didn't have a great start, went 4 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, so doesn't have necessarily a great track record of success. So I do like the Blue Jays. Obviously, the value is the most important thing here, and that's going to be it. So 2 plays for you guys to lock in for the MLB betting slate on Sunday, April 9th. If you're tailing, of course, comment and let me know. Other than that, remember, like, comment, subscribe, hit me up on social media, and that's it. So I appreciate everybody watching, and have a good one.